Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Downstairs Hooligans podcast. I'm your co-host, PJ, along here with Zach.
Yo.
Skylar.
What up?
And Caleb.
What do you do?
And today we're going to be talking about more current events happening in today's world. We're going to be talking about the Epstein suicide, the Jesus is King controversy, if it's a good album, and the Christian community is apparently divided by it. And also, Zach has a crazy story that he's going to tell at the end, which will be really fun, and other drama. So let's get right into it. I think we should start out with Kanye West's Jesus is King album, and me and Zach listened to it. I don't know about you two.
I listened to like 2 songs.
Yeah, well, those 2 songs are like the whole album.
I didn't listen to it. But I heard it's trash.
I mean, it didn't help I was playing COD while listening to it because I just heard a bunch of gunshots and helicopters and shit.
And then gospel.
Right.
But I feel like if it was banging enough, I'd have heard it over all that, you know?
Yeah. You're just like, oh, it's going in. All right.
Right. But,
yeah, I don't know how I feel necessarily about it. His singing in it's good. Like, his voice sounds good. Mm-hmm. I just don't know how I feel about the music entirely. It's
not diverse.
And, I mean, I feel like your image goes along with, like, what type of music you have. So, like, if your image portrays one thing and your music says another, it's hard. Like, for example, Supreme Patty. He was a meme, you know, like, and now he's trying to make music seriously.
He's trying to make music seriously?
Yes. He's actually, like, paying features of high-end rappers.
Slim Jesus?
No. But he's actually trying to take rap seriously and making music, and no one can take him serious.
Right?
Yeah.
He's the dude who squirts limes in his eyes.
Yeah, I can't take him serious at all whatsoever.
Right.
I feel it's the same way. Like, I saw a meme where he was saying, like, you know, the part where he talks about he's bleaching Kim's asshole or whatever. He'll think he's an asshole.
He can't focus on too many things because they're boobies or some shit. Her boobs.
Just he'll sit there and rap about all that stuff, but then he'll rap about Jesus and these. I don't know. They're just kind of contradicting.
Was the Chick-fil-A song a banger?
He literally has one line. Song? He has one line about Chick-fil-A, and it says he rapped about it. He has one line. It's like Chick-fil-A. And then he goes back into gospel music. So really, it's not even there. They say, he raps about Chick-fil-A, so it applies to the
He raps about Chick-fil-A.
It literally says right here on Time Magazine, it says, it's supposed to reach to the young youth. He raps about not only Jesus, but Chick-fil-A and the IRS. Yeah, but he does it like in 2 lines.
Yeah, they're trying to...
It's literally
So
nothing.
they're trying to say, like, he's a genius by incorporating Chick-fil-A with them being religious as well.
And Chick-fil-A's religious as fuck.
But it was just one line, like, and it was nothing.
I mean, I respect him for making a ballsy move. You know, ain't nobody dropping Christian albums. Ain't no hip hop artist.
Rapper, yeah,
like
dropping fucking Christian.
Is it gonna be good based on what his listeners are used to? No, I don't think so. Unless they're diehard fans.
Yeah, only the diehard fans will like whatever he puts out.
Yeah.
This is nothing like any other Kanye album at all.
No.
I usually like Kanye albums because they're actually freaking bangers.
Mm-hmm.
And he raps not about Jesus and shit. He raps about his weird shit that he does with his wife. I don't know. It's like
and that's the weird shit that goes through his head. Like, he's a weird person. Like, he always talks about how he's loony. You know, he's off the meds and
he's off the meds.
But now he's just saved.
I don't know how. So, if I was to be a Christian, like, let's say I was to just listen to Christian music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Solely Christian music. I don't know how I'd feel about liking Kanye's album even if I just like Christian music.
Right.
Like, just the fact that he rapped about various things before and then switching to just gospel.
His character from beforehand.
Yeah, so I don't even know if he's necessarily dragging a new crowd of audience listening to with this music.
I don't think so.
I don't see it. I don't know. I just don't think it was that good. I know a couple people that think it was fantastic. I know I can count the number of people that know it's fantastic on my left hand, but I can count the amount of people that think it was bad on, I couldn't even count that with all my fingers and toes.
Well, shit.
I think it's bad.
Speaking of left hand, it is No Nut November. How you guys doing so far?
I'm good. I haven't done anything.
I'm chilling.
Bless up.
I mean,
I'm chilling so far.
I think I'm going blind in my right eye. I'm completely
I'm
deaf
losing my hands.
in one of my ears. I can't tell. I don't know if that's from COD or from No Nut November.
It's probably from COD, dude.
My hands are shaking. My balls are the size of balloons right now.
Okay, dude.
If it just starts leaking out, am I disqualified?
Dude, you need to see a doctor if it starts leaking out, dude. I feel bad for you. It starts leaking out. Jesus Christ.
I'd consider it as qualification.
Okay. I hope I get DQ'd so I can
Okay.
relieve
Okay.
the balloon.
Okay.
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 Anyways,
Okay.
I just think Christian community doesn't like this album, and
No.
I'm a Christian, but I'm not like I'm not an extremist Christian.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
a Christian,
Right.
casual.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like over here, like, wow, this guy who raps about pussy a lot and fucking women is now saved and is talking about gospel shit, which is good. But I'm just like,
Right.
Praise God.
I mean, I feel like the extremist Christians would judge him harder, but I feel like true Christians would be like, only God can judge him, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So he can do what he wants, but you don't have to vibe to it.
The fake Christians will hate on him, but the
Yeah.
true Christians will be like,
He's
"Hey,
doing it.
at least he's saved now," you know.
Yeah,
He's
he's
blessed.
doing
They,
it.
so
He's blessed.
he's blessed.
I don't know. I just don't think. I don't think this is a good move.
It's-
Even though he's making hella money off of it.
it's a good. I feel like,
publicity, I
yeah,
guess.
publicity wise, and like for him as a person, his character, I think it's an alright move. But for his music career and to end off the way he wants to end, you know,
Yeah.
like he made a name for himself with all these good albums, you
Mhm.
know, and like Through the Wire was a fire album. That's what started him out, and just for him to, I don't know, he made himself a thing.
Yeah.
By doing one thing, you know?
Right.
So like by being his crazy self who always talks about doing weird things to women and his crazy mind.
His personality.
That's what
yeah.
made him him. And that's what made him so big and so famous with his music, and everyone liked him so much.
Right.
So I don't know how it feels. I don't know how he is crazy, and I don't know how it feels
not
for him to be at the end of his career to be some gospel Jesus.
He's changed.
It's not good for his music.
I don't think this will be the end of his career. He still has that one album. What is it?
Jesus.
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 Yeah, he's gonna drop
Which
that
I
sooner
bet
or
it'll be
later.
very sexual, but I don't care.
It's gonna
It's
bang.
not like I give a shit. I bet
I
it'll
feel
bang.
like right.
But I think he was in that mindset because he was over in Africa building churches and shit.
Right.
So like he was trying to spread.
He was having all those
he had a lot
Sunday
of faith
services.
going in,
Yeah.
and so he just made an album because that's been his lifestyle for however long he's been over there.
That's
doing it.
honestly probably what happens a lot. Like whatever the artist is feeling in
Yeah.
that moment, they can just drop it. So like if they
Right.
want to feel like dropping that album before they drop another album, I sure as hell they can do so. You know, especially if you're as powerful as Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, people are getting mad over this Chick-fil-A line. Like this one line about Chick-fil-A. He says he's getting widely ridiculed over the Chick-fil-A line. And he just said it was a near concept, just a wonderful angle to come from in order to spread the message of Christ.
He's a creative genius.
I mean, yeah.
How so?
I don't know, dude. I just remember him saying that I'm a creative genius. He said that.
I think he's a great producer. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
he
going on
is.
through his fucking mind, though. That's what scares me about him.
You
What
wouldn't
was-
get it. You're not a creative
I'm
genius.
not.
You're not a creative genius.
I'm not
He
saved.
was saved. Yeah,
I'm
he was
not
saved.
saved.
He's a changed man.
What about the Chick-fil-A line is he getting
Says,
ridiculed about?
okay, Alicia Lola Jones, assistant professor of Youth in Musicology at Indiana University, Bloomington, says the campy lyrics like the Chick-fil-A line work for West. On multiple levels, they ignite controversy, which increases discourse and sales, and they play to a multiple consciousness. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't think I agree with that. This one line doesn't
either.
fucking change the world.
And if anything, they should get more publicity than less. Like, I feel like it'd be better for them than worse.
I think she's just like very triggered about the
By
line.
posting how she disagrees with it?
No. I think by Kanye shouting out Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
I think it was better
yeah.
for
It'll
them.
help. Any publicity is good publicity, in my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah.
Even if it's shit. But yeah, we all didn't really fuck with the Kanye West album. I don't really I mean, if you want to listen to it, go listen to it.
I don't recommend it.
If you haven't listened to it.
You haven't listened to it, though.
Yeah, you're right. Unless you're saved.
Are you saved? Then listen to it.
I don't know, dude.
You would have said yes. Okay.
Oh, it says it's dividing the Christian community because the more traditional Christian churches, otherly known as old heads,
Yeah.
they frown upon anything that is new and innovative.
Yeah.
So they're old heads. They're just
yeah,
old heads.
literally,
Like what
they're
we
just
said,
old heads.
those
Old
super
heads.
extremist Christians. Oh no, he can't do that.
They
He's
don't
a
like.
sinner.
Yeah, they don't like the.
So they would
the
hate
pop.
me.
They don't like the. No, they'd love you. They don't hate the pop.
Future head.
Love you.
They don't hate the pop. Mixed
Yeah.
in with all that.
Right.
They just
And
like the
They surely know what he's rapped about before.
right.
So they're like, he's a sinner. He can't change. Ah.
I get a target on my
That's
back.
what I don't get. That's what I don't get about religion. A lot of older women and men, like, they tend to. I don't know. I feel like the whole point about religion and Christianity is
Supposed
just
to be accepting.
accepting. Yes,
Yeah.
just nothing otherly than accepting.
You'd be surprised.
But then when it comes to Christians or any other type of religion that tend to be older people, they're less accepting over what's
They're-
happening.
Their opinions are set in stone.
Yeah, they're so
Like,
set in their ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They don't like seeing diversity. They don't like seeing change. They're just like, no, that doesn't abide by what worked for me. Fuck you.
But
And you're
what
just
doesn't
like,
make sense
what?
about that is that's what makes them hypocrites.
Yeah.
Like, how can they call themselves diehard Christians if they're not accepting of everyone, regardless of
Yeah, because God accepts everybody.
exactly?
Yeah,
And God created
I agree
everybody,
with
so
that.
I don't understand why they can't accept them if God was the one who created and accepted them to begin with.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
what you're
It
saying.
just makes no sense to me. I don't understand.
Old heads.
I don't
They've
know.
become the very thing they swore to destroy.
I just
Yeah.
love when people come on the campus and they're like, God hates fags and like
Oh,
all
those
that
guys.
shit. I just
Yeah,
laugh at
those
them. I'm just
clowns.
like,
That one guy that comes on campus every year.
Yeah.
For the people who do not know, at Pittsburgh State University, where we all go to college,
State.
there's one guy who goes on campus every year and he causes controversy. It's like
every
actually,
year.
it's
Yeah.
actually like a thing. Like, all the students talk about it. They're like, don't go to the Oval at this point, and the Oval is the middle of campus.
They'll stand around the Oval saying, "Don't go over there. Don't talk to him." Blah 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 blah.
But
Like you want to.
Yeah,
Because
you
it's
wanna-
funny
You
as
want to fuck
fuck.
with them.
basically,
Yeah, you wanna fuck
he's
with
some
this clown.
guy who is so sought in religion that he believes
Everything's a sin.
Yeah,
What is it?
literally.
He's like a Jehovah's Witness or something.
Pretty much. No matter what you do that's wrong, he's never done anything wrong in his entire
Yeah.
life. Nothing. If you were to sneeze and that person did not say bless you, that person who did not say bless
going
you,
to
they are
hell.
going directly to hell. And that guy is cursing them out and yelling at them.
Oh, yeah.
And he is shoving his Bible in their face.
Calling people whores. He's got
Yeah.
signs
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
It's
it's
bad.
absolutely
It's
and
funny,
utterly
though.
crazy.
Yeah, it's funny.
People actually think like that.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's
It is
wild.
wild.
It's getting us ready for the real world,
Oh, yeah.
which I kind of like.
I like it too.
So we can just sit back and laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to look for a new tattoo. And my mom doesn't want me to get a tattoo.
Why doesn't your mom want you to get a tattoo?
She doesn't. My mom's an old head. She's very traditional.
Right.
She doesn't even like. I had my fake piercing. I was like,
Mhm.
why don't I just pierce my ear? And she's like, no. I was like, okay. I mean, that's fine.
Well, I don't know. Do what you want, bro.
I was just gonna get a small one, small little IV or some shit.
I know.
Still like, no.
The small little ones you can barely see unless like you actually show the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, I know my girlfriend has like 2 small tattoos on her, and like I didn't even know she had tattoos until she was like, "Yeah, I have 2 of them," and you know she showed me.
Oh.
And they're small,
Yeah.
so like
Right.
you couldn't even I
You
couldn't
don't
even
notice
tell.
unless
Yeah,
you're getting shown.
I don't have a
Right.
tattoo.
that's good.
I want more. I want to get like a sleeve
Oh yeah,
or like just a fat tattoo on my arm, my forearm. I don't know.
Dude, get an alligator on your forearm.
An alligator would be sick, and like have its mouth on my hand.
Yeah,
to start messing with it. That'd be pretty sick.
I just don't get people with face tats. Like, that's the only thing I don't get.
face tats
Yeah.
are dope, dude.
Dude, no.
If you're a rapper, you can rock them, you know.
I saw this big ass bald dude. He had this fucking skull tat and a fucking tribal thing across his face, dude.
Like over his eye.
Yeah.
like a
What
like
the
a Mike
fuck?
Tyson
Like
tat
a
type.
mic, but like worse, because it was just like
Oh,
across.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
Like the fucking scorpion.
Yeah, I don't
king.
Imagine getting a tattoo on your face. Just
I think
on your face.
Yeah, I think that's morally
Fuck
why
that.
I think that's morally why I like them so much and respect them so much.
Because it would hurt.
They
went through
hurt.
that shit.
Yeah, they went through that shit, man.
That's all. Yeah,
And
honestly.
like, if it's on their face, they must care about it a lot if they're willing to see it on their face every day for the rest of their life. You know
Like
what I
when
mean?
you're 80, you're gonna have that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I think about.
So yeah, I mean, I hate. Okay, one thing I thought about the other day, I hate when people say, "Hey, don't get this tattoo. You're gonna regret it when you're 90 or you're 80."
right.
Who gives a fuck what you're gonna regret when you're 80, when you're 90? You're just
Yeah.
okay.
You're gonna be
I
sitting
just
in a
don't
pool
want
of
my-
regret.
No, okay.
I just don't want my kids to see a
Yes.
6'9"
Okay,
tattoo in my
I understand
casket.
that.
I regret not showering that one day. You know, when you're that old, you're swimming in regrets.
Yeah.
If you live to be that old.
Exactly.
That's true.
So I feel that's what I was thinking about the other day. When it comes to older people, no matter what's going to happen, they wish they'd lived their life a different day. Oh, a different
Just
way,
because,
you know?
like, on one situation, they think that could change their life immensely.
Exactly. And I think it's the same exact way with tattoos. Like, why would you care if you regret it when you're 80 if you're not going to regret it when you're like 18 through when you're 60? So like for that big of portion of your life.
'Cause that's going to be the majority.
Yeah, the majority of your life, you're not going to give a shit about that tat. You're going to think that tat's dope. And then the final like 2% of you being alive, you're going to regret it and you're going to die with that tat on your body. But who's going to care? Why should you care that you're dying with that tat on your body when you're dead?
Here's the thing. It's face tats. Any other tat, I'm okay. Even a neck tat, it's the face.
Yeah.
No,
I don't want my kid saying, "Why is there a 6'9" tat on his face?"
I know. I'm just
My
talking.
grandpa was a cool fucking dude.
Yeah, I'm talking just for like people who are scared to get tattoos because of the fear of regret. I'm not talking
I
just
agree
face
with
tats.
that.
I'm not talking face tats in general. I'm talking people being scared of getting tattoos because they're scared
Yeah.
they'll regret them when they're older.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Why regret it when
why
you're at
regret
that
it?
age?
Yeah, why? There's no point in regretting at that age if you're not going to regret it for the 3/4 of that you're alive.
Right.
So
I
Nope.
feel like
might as well go all out while you're young, while you're
Yeah.
living your best life in your prime. Might as well do what you
Yeah,
want,
you
get all the
should,
tats you
yeah.
want.
Exactly.
And I mean, if you're 70 and you regret a couple of tattoos that are on your body,
so be
oh,
it.
I mean, everyone makes
You have a
mistakes.
max of 30 years
You're not
left.
gonna-
I want to get a tattoo, bro. On
What?
each one of my 4 knuckles. Young YUNG Bull.
Young bull. Young bull.
Young
Bull.
Knuckle tats are actually pretty dope, though, man. Not gonna lie. If you see it,
I think you should get egg
Head.
head.
That'd be funny.
That's good.
but tats are dope, man.
I just
Yeah.
like small tats. I don't know. I'm like that girly fucking dude who likes small tats
Small
for some reason.
small tats are cool, but I think just like a full sleeve.
Oh
just
yeah, those
one-
are really cool too.
Yeah, like when there's like one tat that's just huge, like when you see those big old dragons, or like you see a big old skull on the side of someone's arm or something.
Yeah.
They're
You're
dope.
just like, damn.
I think my favorite sleeve is Ed Sheeran's sleeve.
I didn't even know he had a sleeve.
Oh no, he has two. He has a full fucking body, dude.
Did he just like
Look, dude.
get it recently? When did he get this sleeve?
Dude, he's had it. Look at that. He's tatted up.
Oh, dang.
No, I love his sleeve. It's really colorful.
So it's colorful, too.
It's colorful as fuck.
Wow.
It's in his shape of you.
I honestly did not.
Like, yeah, dude. It's really... He's very, like he has a lion
that
on
looks
his
dope.
chest.
I wonder when he got all those tattoos.
He started from the forearms, and then he went up, and I think he just went across. So, what's up, Giggles?
I was telling him I was gonna get a fat ass S tatted on my chest and a fat ass G tatted on my back. Scholar Gregory.
Jeez, dude.
You're a goof, bro. Well, anyways, let's get into the shit that I just learned about an hour ago. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. Broken neck bones reveal in autopsy photo. So, apparently, you guys can start this off because I feel like you guys know a little bit more than I do.
So, Jeffrey Epstein, apparently, he was an American financier. I didn't look too deep into it. That's a very generic term, so
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing, but he had a bunch of money. He knew a bunch of rich-ass people, politicians.
Bought a private island.
He bought a private island, and he was trafficking underage girls,
Young women.
Yeah, young women.
All women of all ages.
Yeah,
Just
I'll just say
sex
that, yeah.
trafficking.
He was sex trafficking on this island, and these rich politicians and rich higher up people would visit that island, and then why are you visiting a sex trafficking island? It's kind of obvious.
Get lit.
I mean, obviously there's not going to be any records of it that are in the public. So he gets arrested on these charges for sex trafficking, and while he's in jail, he got visited by a bunch of rich people. Bill Clinton visited him a few times, and then he commits suicide before he goes to court. But the autopsy came out, and there's broken neck bones. He got strangled.
Yep.
Yeah, it says, from Dr. Michael Baden, those 3 fractures are extremely unusual in suicidal hangings and could occur much more commonly in a homicidal strangulation.
Yeah, I saw that.
Not in my 50 years have I seen this. I was just like, well, damn.
50 years. He's got experience.
The guards are supposed to check on him every 30 minutes, falling asleep, and the camera's malfunctioning outside his...
Right.
I think that's the biggest plot hole in the fucking...
Yeah, like when he does it. Like, what God timing, you know? Oh, no, he fell asleep right before he committed suicide. Oh, no, the cameras went out right before he committed suicide.
Yeah.
Shit.
I know there's coincidences that happen, but there's no way, no how that guards that are paid to sit there and check on him just fall asleep.
Fall asleep on the job.
Yep.
Super professional correctional center, too.
Yes.
New York.
High
I bet
end.
they're ripped.
Like
Just
high,
took a nap.
high
And
end,
both of them?
high end prison.
Both
Like
of them just
high
passed
end,
out.
yeah.
very,
Isn't it
very,
like
very rich
huge?
man.
Yeah.
So he's going to some isolated, very nice prison.
Right.
And so that means there's well-paid, high-end security guards.
Sounds like shit in a movie, dude.
It,
Like,
liter-
this shit
it
sounds like a
literally
movie.
is. It's out of a movie. Like it's like they just
Yeah.
took it right out of a movie. It's actually insane.
Sounds so
The guards
cheesy.
pass out. Well, not only do the guards pass out,
The
but
cameras
yeah,
are static.
yeah. Coincidentally,
like, what the
the
fuck?
high-end, high-power, thousands of dollar cameras that are meant
All
to
this financing
not
in the
malfunction,
center. Ever.
just malfunction. Only the ones that are near him. All the
Yeah.
other ones are good. It's just
Right.
the 2 ones that are near where his cell was malfunction.
They've never malfunctioned on anybody else before, but, Epstein's in. Looks like we're having a blackout.
Yep.
And did he own this island? Or
Yes.
like,
Yes.
He owned.
so
the-
he
owned
owned
the
this
island.
little
He
private
bought the
island
island.
that nobody knows where it's at besides the higher ups.
No, they know where it's at.
That's how they
know where the
found out
island
about
is?
everything. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because it got busted, and that's why I ended up going to prison for because
Sex
they found out about it all.
Yeah.
And
And the conspiracy is the higher ups went to
the
the island.
higher ups that went to the conspiracy is the higher ups that went to the island.
Killed him
him.
to remain anonymous.
Yes.
So
Whoa.
they're not out in the public.
So he was the only one that had he was the only he had a reason to snitch, kind of like a 6ix9ine situation right now. 6ix9ine's in a predicament where he's facing a lot of time and where he snitches on a bunch of people to crack the case, you know, to take less time.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure it's similar with Epstein. Like, I'm sure he would have been put away for life, you know, but
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they would have probably
Without a
said, I'm sure there would have probably been some,
Information.
yeah, like, here, you give us information, we'll at least help
Right.
you out. Like,
Yeah.
we'll give you good meals every day or something.
Yeah.
There was something involved to where he would have said something about names of the people that were there.
And those names haven't been gotten out before.
So they just-
wanted to keep it quiet.
They wanted to keep it quiet, so they killed him. And now
Jesus.
the names will forever be hidden.
Yep.
On this sex traffic island. This sounds like a movie. I want to see this movie now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they need to remake. They need to remake a movie over this entire predicament situation that's been going on.
It
Yeah.
sounds
do
so
it.
fun. No, it sounds fucked. It sounds fucked. But like, what the? I want to know more.
It's a mind fuck.
Yeah, I
want
wanna-
to know more.
I know. I
it'd be-
want to know more about it too.
Jordan Peele would make this a good movie.
Oh yeah,
All the twists and shit, all the minor details he gets right.
Yeah.
He'd fucking kill it. Shit.
Where's the island at?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying it's kind of fucking weird that all these fucking political people are going to this sex trafficking island. I don't know. The conspiracy is still kind of wacky, but like I could see it happening. And
Mm-hmm.
to have such a broad fucking
St. Thomas.
Yeah, it says
St. Thomas Aquinas.
it is.
Yeah, St. James Island, I mean.
It
St.
says
James
it's
Academy.
it's a part of the United States Virgin Islands off the coast of St. Thomas and belongs to the subdistrict East End St. Thomas.
oh.
Mm.
I wonder it is
The
a
island
70
was
to
called St. James, is 70-acre private island in the Caribbean.
yeah.
Damn.
That is insane. Like, you can just buy an island if you're
Yeah.
rich enough. You can just
You just
That one
crop it out
person
and fuck
can
it.
own all
yeah.
that
He
land.
just owns a 78-acre island. Just because he's
Dope.
rich
In the Caribbean. That's dope.
in the Caribbean. Yeah.
We should buy an island.
Oh,
Let's
we
do
should
it.
do it.
Oh yeah, and I should win the lottery too.
What would be the 3 things you'd bring to an island? 3 desert island items.
I would for sure bring. I gotta bring like
A Boeing 767.
That's a plane.
A fucking plane.
You're just gonna bring a fucking plane?
A Boeing 767.
Is this lost?
Um,
What are you
in
doing?
case I need to get off the island.
Why don't you just bring a boat?
Yeah. just
Wait,
bring
how
a
do you
boat.
get on the island? Do you get a boat with you, or do
You get dropped in, dude.
Yeah,
So this is like,
So the Boeing 77 works.
Why would?
It's like blackout.
This is apocalypse.
Are you allowed to leave the island?
If you want to.
Okay, so if I had 3 items, it'd for sure be like a fire starter.
Yeah.
Probably just like a elephant,
Did you say an elephant?
Elephant.
just because it has a bunch of meat.
Oh, you're gonna kill it. I thought you were gonna ride it around.
I wouldn't use it for me. I would use it as an alpha animal on the
Yeah.
island.
You're right.
You just ride that.
I
I think
just-
it's fucking up an elephant.
You just have control of the entire
Yeah,
island.
you just ride around on your elephant.
I'd probably bring a knife. Wait,
and,
what would
and
be
like
your
a
last?
bow and arrow,
Bow
and I'd
and
use the
arrow.
arrows as my knives.
That's
Actually,
smart.
no, I'd
don't
for
you
sure
use
just
a
get a
knife?
big, yeah, I just get a big old
Get a
Bowie
stick.
knife.
The big old utility knife. You could take out the handle. You got your
I'd-
fire starter,
I'd
your
probably
matches,
bring-
and a
No,
compass.
okay.
And
I'd
shit.
get- I just
That's
get a
what
big-
bring.
I just
I'd
get a
bring it
big
all
old-
in one. You know,
Okay.
I just get a big old machete because then you can make arrows out of sticks,
and stones.
and then I'd
And
find
they really would break
I'd
your
find-
bones.
whatever hidden tribe that lives on my island. I'd kill him.
I bring a
Whoa.
Boeing.
You said tribe, but him. You mean
I
them?
bring.
One man taking on an entire tribe
No, I'd
that know
find
the island.
I'd
You'd
find
kill
the
the leader.
yes, I'd kill the leader of the tribe and become the leader of the tribe.
Okay. Okay.
And then from then on, it'd just be, I'd be living like a king
Okay.
on
I
my own
respect
private
that. I
island.
respect
First,
that.
first I'd bring a lighter.
Okay. That will run
in
out,
case
but okay.
No.
Would you bring your phone?
I'd bring the lighter, bro. If I needed warmth, I'd just start lighting stuff. And then I'd
Burn
bring
the island?
I'd bring a cannon to defend my island.
What
Like
kind-
a pirate?
What
Like a
type
pirate
of
cannon?
cannon, dude?
So do you have ammo
Do you have
with the cannon?
Wait, that's the best part. My Boeing 767 is gonna be filled with cannonballs.
I don't know if it could fly. I think
That's a lot of
cannonballs are heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
they're
we're talking
really heavy.
We're talking
Mini cannonballs, and for a mini cannon.
I mean, you're just still getting more mini cannonballs, and it's still going to be the same weight.
the point of that,
Yeah, like
Shrinking the cannonballs doesn't decrease the weight.
The fact of the matter is, I have a cannon.
Congrats.
I can stay warm.
Okay,
I have a
okay.
cannon to kill stuff,
I'd rather pull up with an AK or a Draco.
and I have a Boeing 767 to get off.
That's a
the
mini
island.
cannon.
Cannonballs actually vary in sizes, anywhere from 4 pounds up to 42 pounds.
A 42-pound cannonball. Imagine that flying at you.
Okay,
That's
okay,
your pirate
so
ship.
wait,
You're
I'll
a captain
bring-
of a ship, and you see this 42-pound cannonball flying
I'll
at
bring-
you, smashing through wood. And
Dude,
shit.
that would hurt so bad.
I'll bring 11
That'd be
4-pound
awful.
cannonballs, so it's 44 pounds right there.
You'd run out of them so fast.
I could just go pick them up.
He just goes and picks up his hot burning cannonballs.
Why would you? Okay, Skylar. There's a little bit of flaw in your.
You can't carry out a jug of water and pour
The
it on
only
the
flaw
cannonball.
I'm seeing is the fact that a human averages around 150 pounds to 250 pounds, and you're only bringing 11 of them. That equals up to 44 pounds. So why not bring if a plane can carry
Okay, you're right,
on
you're right,
average
you're right,
like
you're
150
I'm
person?
bringing as much as the plane can carry as far as pounds of.
Because I'm
cannonballs.
sure
Fair enough.
If you come across
plane.
the island,
Well, you also have to account for the gunpowder you're gonna need to pack the cannon.
Yeah.
all right, half the plane's filled with gunpowder, half of it's filled with cannonballs.
I feel like
Man,
it'd be
this-
more like a 70-30.
Man, if we can bring a
70,
plane.
Why-
Gunpowder's light, but I'm
Why?
sure
Why are you
a lot.
asking for a plane filled with
Yeah, I was
cannonballs?
about to
And
say, if we can bring
just-
a plane, I'm just bringing everything then.
I'm just bringing a ship, dude.
No, dude.
Like I'd rather just ask a full ship that has artillery cannons already
everything's on the
built
ship,
in.
Oh,
but I'm
wait,
only
no, no.
taking 3 things from the ship.
Oh, wait,
on
no,
the
I
island
want
with
to change
me.
mine. I want to change it.
Okay.
Lighter.
Okay.
Okay.
Something to make the water.
Water purifier.
Yeah,
A,
purifier.
a desalination.
And then,
A desalination plant?
my last wish is an Apache helicopter. It has machine guns and missiles.
So
it
the
has an
helicopter still has
unstoppable
a
amount of
bunch of
force.
shit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also has a bunch
It also
of food
has
and- yeah, it also has
water.
food,
It has autopilot.
It has my phone.
It's got
It
DoorDash.
has internet.
everything.
It is the strongest thing.
What'd you
What
bring,
a-
Caleb?
yeah, what about you, Caleb?
I'd bring a desalinator, that big all-in-one utility knife that counts as one item. It's got the fire starter. It's got the compass. It's got all the shit.
Yeah.
So that's one with my desalinator makes 2.
I'll
And
give it to
then
you.
I'd probably bring
A tank.
a tank. Would be nice, but it's multiple items in one. I guess it is still one like my knife. So
It's one like your
fuck
knife.
it, I'll bring a tank.
Yeah.
As long as my
Me
fishing
and
pole
Caleb
and
are brewing on an
tackle
island
boxes.
with an Apache helicopter in a tank.
We're running the show.
You're gonna destroy that island.
Think about it. How am I gonna get attacked by animals when I can just fly my Apache helicopter like 10 feet off the ground, just hitting them with missiles?
No, but for real,
Why be on the
guns.
island if you have an Apache helicopter? Like,
Just get off
It's
the
still,
island.
it's still my own
Just
private
dip out.
island, dude.
what about you, PJ? What do you?
I would definitely bring a knife, obviously.
Right.
Fire starter. And duct tape.
Duct tape. I forgot about that. That's like a utility.
I
You
can
can use that
do
for
a lot
everything.
with
I think I have duct tape in my knife somewhere.
Oh yeah. Little mini roll.
But
that'd be fun.
instead of the tank, I'd probably get like a tackle box.
That has a bunch of items in it, though, all in one.
Exactly.
No,
It's
but
just
he's
one
talking
tackle
about-
box,
He's talking
though.
about a tackle box just with fish hooks.
Yeah, totally.
Multiple
Not
fish
bait.
hooks.
Not bait, not
Just
line,
hooks.
not my pole folded up. Just a tackle box and hooks.
I want to go
Fuck
on
it.
an island and just fish, dude. That sounds fun.
It's not, dude.
Live
I've
off the
gone
land.
Deep sea fishing, dude.
You have?
I caught a deep sea fish.
Really? What'd you
Yes.
catch?
What's the deep sea?
I don't-
When was
it-
this?
No, okay, I'm being serious. Like, I actually did.
When?
When I went to Corpus Christi, Texas, bro, I went deep sea fishing with crews. Caught one.
What'd you catch?
I don't know what they're
Was
called.
it decent
It was
size?
razor-
Holy
it was
mackerel.
razor sharp, dude. The teeth. The guy got it off the line, and he like cut his hand open. And he had to get stitches.
Oh,
Like,
them saltwater fish are no joke.
No,
Yeah.
man.
There are other monsters out there.
They're all
It was pretty big. It
they're
was like,
dinosaurs, dude.
like that
Yeah.
big.
The ocean's like my biggest fear.
Trying
That's
to
a-
fish
that's a-
that's bullshit.
That's like a
No,
3-foot
that's actually what
fish.
it is.
no
Yeah.
way. No way. This guy caught a fish that big. That thing would pull him straight out of the boat.
No,
Well,
because
no.
your lures are
assuming-
attached to the boat.
Yeah,
they're attached to the side of the boat.
Yeah, they have.
It'd still pull Sky off. Sky's
So was it like
maybe,
it- was it
Sky's
like-
breaking maybe 100 pounds.
So it was like one of those things where you just paid the people to get on the boat,
Yeah.
and like they'd hook everything for you, and all you'd have to do is just
Yeah,
reel out the line,
just
catch the
lure
fish.
it,
Yeah,
and catch the
that's
fish.
dope.
Sounds
dude.
fun.
Yeah.
I'd be down to do that.
I
know-
think the biggest got to keep their fish and like win money or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know that.
I mean, I
see,
was the biggest.
I know there's a lot of different ways people do that, though. A lot of people like let the fish go depending on what season it is, you know.
Mhm.
But I know a lot of people do that, and they keep the fish.
Yeah.
And the people that take them out on the boat, they fillet it and
I
everything
think
for
you
you.
told me about that.
Put it in a
They
bag,
just-
do
yeah,
everything.
Throw it in the cooler.
Yep, all you gotta do, you just gotta keep the meat after. My uncle does it. He actually lives down in Florida, and he does it all the time. And he says
Yeah, he was
he'll
telling us about that.
he'll spend like $200. It's like $200 a person, but you said you'll come home with like $1,200 worth of fish meat.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's like an 8-hour just.
Yeah, you're
Fishing
just out there
venture.
all day. You're out there so far in the ocean that you can see the curvature of the world.
Oh man,
It's pretty dope.
I want to
be
go
dope.
out that far, but like I'm so scared of the ocean.
Yeah, just
yeah.
imagine
Hell yeah.
something going wrong with the boat and you're sinking. You're just stuck that
All you
far
see
out.
around you is ocean.
Yeah, you do go
don't
far
see
out,
land.
'cause
You're
You
just
go
like,
really far
We
out.
went out past like the big oil ships or whatever. the big-
Yeah,
Damn.
it's you go far out
Jesus.
there, man.
I would get paranoid.
Like
yeah, honestly,
you
that'd
actually
be-
see the
Cause
curvature.
we were like fishing like it was like 500 feet from an oil tanker or whatever we were fishing.
That'd be a little freaky.
It is scary
It
to
is
think
scary
about
looking
it,
up at the
but
oil
It'd be
like-
so worth it.
so many
'Cause,
people do it.
Like,
though,
what are the
you know?
chances that something goes wrong?
Exactly.
You know.
Might as
That's
well
what the
take
people
it.
on the Titanic thought.
Okay, obviously, steering a fucking giant steel ship through Antarctica is not a great idea.
That's
It was the
retarded.
coldest- it wasn't
That's just
Antarctica. It was
retarded.
the cold Atlantic Ocean.
And
Yeah,
a-
like ain't nobody
big
want to go
ass
on a
iceberg.
cruise in the Arctic Ocean. Nobody wants
It's
to go
not in
there.
the Arctic Ocean, bro.
Antarctica. My bad.
It's in the Atlantic.
What's your guys' biggest fear? Because mine's the ocean. If I get in the ocean, I'll freak out. Out there.
I don't know, dude. Like
In the shallow water, I'm
definitely claustrophobia.
So
And
there's
why
tight
is
spaces.
that?
Like tight space. Like if I were to like go like
Why? What caused you
fine. What
to?
caused you to just fucking freak?
I don't know, dude.
Is
Like,
there just one situation?
like if I were to go like underground, you know, and I'd like crawl between rocks or something, like they were like close together. I couldn't do that shit.
Why though?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna get stuck. And then if I feel like I'm gonna get stuck, I'm gonna be stuck down there.
So it's
It's this weird thing.
So is it just like certain situations where you feel claustrophobic, or is it like,
it's like certain
okay?
situa- It's
So
like,
it's not like any tight surface. Okay.
Yeah.
What about like an elevator?
elevator.
elevators are fine.
Okay.
What if the elevator stops?
Then you'll be all right though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I won't
shit.
start flipping shit.
So-
So you don't have a huge
Yeah,
claustrophobic
okay.
issue.
So
I agree
I know
with
there's
that.
I know there's a lot of people that won't even ride elevators just because they're too claustrophobic for that.
Yeah, start freaking out.
Yeah.
Just from the thought of it getting stuck. I'm kind of the same way with heights. Like in a plane, it's not so bad. Like I've been in the arch, it's not so bad. But like if I'm just standing, I can feel the wind. I can feel all that shit. I start freaking out. 'Cause, like,
I'm the
I
same
start thinking
way.
like,
Yeah, I'm
what if
the
the
same
wind
with
just
heights.
blows me off and I'm just
Yeah.
sky falling to my death?
I'm the same with heights.
I've had
Something happened to me. With
yes,
that.
heights. It's for sure my biggest fear. Like
Yeah.
I've had too many dreams of like the first 5 minutes of me, like I'm like half asleep, me falling and then waking up suddenly, you know,
Jumping
in
up.
bed. Yeah. I've had too many of those to where I'm just now scared as hell of heights.
Right.
Like it's bad. Like there's a lot of roller coasters that I won't ride specifically just because of the height.
I rode a Verrucht, which was the tallest water
Yeah, I
slide in
couldn't
the
do
world.
that just because of the
Oh,
height.
yeah.
It literally,
Go down.
it gave you a sign. It said, "You are now at the peak of Niagara Falls." You'd still be walking up.
Jeez.
We saw downtown Kansas City. It was crazy, man. We
That's-
saw a lot of shit.
Yeah, the wind. Even even your situation going in the arch would scare the hell out of me.
Yeah. It
Like-
was still pretty freaky.
It's it's not even the only way is if it's like some stable building, like
Right,
some
no,
big.
You can feel the
I
arch
didn't-
move.
I-
You can feel the arch move, and I don't like that at all.
I didn't go in the arch because
Fuck that shit.
I don't like heights, so. But also because like apparently in the elevator they stick in there with a lot of people in a small elevator. I
It's
wouldn't like that.
Four
Mhm.
people, I think. They're weird elevators, like little cable cars, and you just.
It's but if it's like some really fat, tall building, like some really fat, tall hotel, and I'm staying downtown somewhere, and I'm like on the 24th floor,
That's
that
chill.
doesn't bug me unless I go on like the
Yeah.
balcony.
Yeah, exactly.
But then when I go on the
yeah,
balcony,
'cause
it's
then you
like,
can feel the wind and stuff.
Right.
and all that
Exactly.
shit.
but as long as like the building is stable and I feel no
Yeah.
movement whatsoever, I'm perfectly comfortable as long as
Same.
I'm inside.
What if you're on the 24th floor and the 14th floor is missing?
Well, then there's a big
What?
issue.
I'm
I
saying
don't know, dude.
It's like there's just nothing there. It's the 13th
So
floor.
It's just
goes
floating
13
in
to
air.
15?
just floating in air.
Yeah, like it's
So
floating
there's
about to fall, and you're on the 24th floor.
I mean, then I'd
Floating
probably
about
die,
to fall.
dude.
Yeah.
So
probably die,
there's
dude.
my
You feel,
sleep
you
out.
feel the building moving, so at that point, your fear of
My
heights
biggest,
starts kicking in.
my biggest fear just came true, and that's the end. Yep.
That was a good question, Sky. Thanks for
Great
that.
one.
Yeah, that's a great question.
What's your biggest fear, PJ?
The ocean, dude.
So, like, what about the?
Okay, so this is how it happened. I was watching Jaws when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Bum, 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 bum. And it was the beginning. It's just this fucking cameraman just fucking in the ocean, just by
Yeah.
himself. Like a fucking person in the ocean by themselves in uncharted waters. You can't look behind you. You can't look. Think about it. That's probably my biggest fear. I had a dream about this. Is just it's vast of blue.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Yeah.
but blue, so you can't look down. If you
Right.
look down, you're not looking forward because something could be coming here, something could be coming here, something's behind you.
Right.
So you're just constantly doing this, and that's what I would be doing in the ocean is this
Just
the whole
turning
time.
around.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's because I'm so paranoid of that shit.
The ocean's for sure a big thing with my like the lake. I'm fine. It's
yeah,
just
lake. I'm fine.
I think it's just the fact that I guess it's not even necessarily the ocean that I'm afraid of. It's just me being so small and something so big.
Yeah.
Like when you look at something in a third person perspective, how small you are compared to like the actual. So if I was to go way out in the ocean by myself,
And
And
you
then
took
the-
like a drone and you took it way above the earth,
Right.
you wouldn't be able to see yourself.
and like not even necessarily that, but like just to like if I was to think about it prospectively, like I'm just out here by myself, no one here's around me.
Right.
I'm just here alone. Like that kind of freaks me out in itself.
See,
Yeah.
my thing is, I don't think I'm alone. I think something's always watching me. So I'm just like, what's
Gotcha.
watching me?
Right.
Because I don't
Yeah.
feel like I'm alone in this big ass thing.
Right. And
There's
that's
a
another thing
shark
with the
staring
ocean
you
is
down.
like we're so vulnerable. Like
Oh yeah, we're
the-
slow as fuck
all
at the
yeah,
ocean.
all the fish is like it's their terrain. They're so quick and
Yeah.
agile, and they're you can't see below you in the water. You know, especially
Right.
when it's night, so you can't even see your own feet.
Oh,
can't-
nighttime in the ocean.
So you can't
Oh,
even
I would die.
so you can't even imagine
would
like.
die.
You're not,
suck.
you're not very vulnerable if you're in a nuclear submarine.
All right, Sky,
Oh yeah.
Good one, Sky.
Thank you.
you're a genius.
I never would have thought of that one.
You're hilarious.
Thank you.
But yeah, I'm terrified of the ocean. I just can't do it.
Ocean,
Yeah.
good vibes.
Good,
big,
the beach is good vibes.
big
Beach,
scary,
good vibes.
big scary fish inside. Fuck you.
Bad vibes. Yeah.
Bad vibes. No bueno.
Yeah, but that's about it with our fears. Zach, did you want to talk about your crazy story?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell it real quick. All right. So I was heading north on the road, and this was last night around 11:30 o'clock at night, 11:30 to 12 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the left lane, and it was a 4-way road, and there was a middle turning lane for both sides of the road. Like the turning lane is shared for both
Right.
intersections,
shared,
right?
Shared center lane.
So I'm going, and I'm about to turn left. So I go to turn left into the turning lane. Well, there's a car already turning right or turning left, but they were going the opposite way as me.
Right. They were driving
So they're already in the turning lane.
Mhm.
So I have
Yeah.
no room to get in the turning lane, right? So I'm just stuck there in the intersection. No big deal, right? I just turn on my turn signal.
Right.
No
That's what
big
you
deal,
do. You
right?
Just,
yeah,
You just wait for them to go.
right. And so I'm just sitting there waiting. And then I look in my rearview mirror and I notice that there's this big jacked up 4-door truck. That's just
Big
truck.
jacked up.
Yes, I'm talking.
Diesel that.
I'm talking like the tires like actually looked like the tires were sticking out on the outside of the truck because it was like the tires are just that big, you know. Like it was a big
tires.
truck. Yes,
Yeah.
big tires, big truck. And it's not slowing down, man. Like it is not slowing down. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck, I'm about to get rear-ended by this big truck in my little car and I'm going to get crushed, you know, like it's going to hurt. It's going to be loud. It's going to suck, you know. Like I'm just sitting there going through my head like what's going to suck so bad about this situation, you know. And I look over to my right and I noticed that there was a car in the right lane because I was in the left lane, and there was a car driving next to me in the right lane coming up too. So I was like, this car can't switch lanes either because there's a black car right next to it. So it's stuck. Like it has to hit me. Like there's no way out. And I guess the guy in the big truck thought there was a way out because he swerved. I guess he didn't see the little black car. He swerved right into the right lane. Barely dodged me. Like I actually like flinched at that point. Like the second, like that's how close it was. Like I actually like flinched because I thought I was bracing for impact. And then I felt nothing, heard nothing. I look over to my right. I see the big old truck. It's kind of going like 15, 25 miles an hour. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, whew, you know, like thank gosh. Well, shit, what happened to that black car? You know, that black car that was going. Well, that big old truck ran that black car off the road. The black car like crashed, spun, and flipped. And so I'm sitting there like, what the fuck just happened? And so I pull into the parking lot and I'm just sitting there kind of staking out what's going on. Like I'm going to get food at this point. Like I'm just hungry. Like that would have pissed me off. Like I would have been hangry, you know?
Right.
And I'm just like shook. So I go there, I go through the drive-through, and I'm like, oh, shoot, I hope this guy's all right. And I pull back through. I see he's all right, you know, but his car was fucked, man.
Right.
Like I'm talking, I saw all of his airbags. His car, like the front of it was all crunched up.
What was the angle of the car? Was it completely flipped?
It was like on its side.
Oh, so side like 90 degrees. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god. Like
it was on its side. Like the hood, the top of the car was facing towards me. So it was crazy, man.
Yeah, you could see it.
I honestly don't know how the guy got out of the car. Like he must have like crawled out weirdly.
Crawl through the top.
Yeah, crawled through the top or through a window or something. And that big old truck just drove off.
He had a skylight or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sunroof.
But the big old truck just drove off.
That's crazy.
Causing that shit.
So you are the witness. You're the prime key witness.
Yes.
I feel bad for laughing, but
I feel
he's
me
okay.
too.
So
the guy, yes, the
right.
guy's good. I guess in all though, I could probably help that guy's case out, but
right.
I mean, I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
I feel that
for the people that don't know, I've dealt with enough about car accidents and wrecks, and I've been screwed over plenty of times.
Same.
So I'm just
same.
He's wrecked his car a couple times.
So his own damn too.
Yeah, but it's just it's not even like me where it's just complete and utter unluck. Like you were your own causing.
No,
me was. I just was in a shit spot at a shit time.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I was just done. Like, I didn't want to go help the guy out. I know that sounds like a dick, selfish thing.
Well, you're just really paranoid, I bet.
Yes,
I mean...
You just wanted your Wendy. You just wanted Wendy's,
history
dude.
with it.
You just wanted
and it was late, and I was tired, and like, I've just been through enough with car accidents and shit. I'm just done with them. That was scary. I now never want to drive again.
Cruise was the cause of my downfall.
That's crazy though. Like I just to think like near seconds before that guy wrecked, he was probably having a good time, you know, vibing. Right. He was probably listening to some good music, sitting there smiling. And then next thing you know, he's off the road. You know, cars flipped. He's sitting there on the phone with the police.
Listening to
It's crazy how shit happens.
And the fucking dude that did it's long gone.
Yeah, he's dipped. He just gone. Crazy how crazy how shit happens, man. Just.
And it doesn't help that he's driving a fucking huge truck.
No, yeah.
Like,
Kind of helps. Huge truck, I guess, but like that'll key suspect people. But
yeah,
that's
it's
about
a huge
it.
truck.
That's about
we're
it.
in Kansas. Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Kansas. Yeah, that fucking blows. But like, that's crazy.
Dude, it was crazy. It was like some Mission Impossible movie shit, bro.
But in real life.
But real life.
Real life.
Yes, dude. Minus the explosions, but it was
You should have been
crazy.
playing some intense music. And you'd have been like, oh, shit.
Dude, I was playing some like Kevin Gates. I think it was like Luca Brasi freestyle.
Oh,
so like
shit.
he was going in, yeah.
And then you just see this fucking truck.
Dude, it was insane. Like that truck was probably inches from hitting the back of my car.
Damn. That's scary.
I'm lucky to have like never been in a car crash yet.
And
I've never been pulled over, which I'm surprised.
It's crazy.
I think it's because I have a black truck. I'll be quiet.
I've never been pulled over, but I have had a wreck.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
There's the truth.
There's
I've
the
been
truth.
pulled over, but
Not my fault.
I haven't had a wreck. Yeah.
Not my fault.
Actually, I've had a wreck.
I've never drove and caused a
Have
wreck.
you?
Yes.
I've never drove and caused the wreck, but I've been in wrecks.
Yeah, I never.
You've been
I've
in an
never,
accident.
I've never
I-
caused the wreck.
Yes,
I didn't
you.
cause it.
Yes,
were
you
in
did.
it.
You
Were
were the
driving?
driver.
If you were driving, you were the cause.
Cruz was the driver?
Cruz was the downfall.
Was it with another car?
No.
And okay, so
What was it with? A tree.
you know what
a
it was
tree.
with.
Exactly.
Hit a
That's what
tree.
we're trying to say.
A tree,
An
brother.
object that does not move.
It was a non-moving object.
It was something in my car that small that was.
What? Okay, what did he do? What did Cruz do?
Did Cruz grab the wheel?
Did he grab the wheel and yank it?
We were
And
towards
looking,
the
we were
tree
looking,
to
we were looking for
endanger
something. We were
himself?
looking for something in the woods, and then
Oh
he
yeah,
let-
let's get closer.
He let in an insect, and it was all up in my grill, bro.
exactly.
So, I was like,
So you got distracted. So you got distracted, and then you looked back up.
Dan yelled tree,
Right.
So Dan
So
tried
it's
to
your
help
fault.
you.
and Dan yelled tree. Tried to help me. I thought my foot was on the brake. It was on the gas. We went faster into the tree.
Right.
Right.
So that's your fault.
Damn.
Kind, not really.
Dude, that's your
50-50.
fault.
That is, you just said
70-30.
As the driver of the car, you have to keep your eyes on the road at all
I
times.
tried.
Clearly not.
No, you didn't. You were trying to find something in the woods
So-
with Cruz. like you driving a vehicle. Why are you trying to find something in the woods, dude?
What were you looking for?
Yeah, like what was in the woods?
Did Cruz see Bigfoot? Hey, Sky, look, it's Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's the only understandable, reasonable excuse you'd have is if
Bear in the
Cruz
woods.
saw Bigfoot. You were like, "Oh shit!" You looked to
I
see.
gotta see Bigfoot.
You gotta see fucking Bigfoot.
I think that was it.
Bullshit.
70-30 Cruz's fault.
What?
70% my fault.
You
30%.
just said you hit the
What?
accelerator over the brake.
Accidentally. I was inches from hitting the brake, but I hit the accelerator.
Well, I mean, the
So
gas is
wait,
inches
so-
away from the brake. I mean,
New. So technically, Dan gets part of the
Why?
part because
He
he said
said
tree and made me hit the gas.
What? If you were an experienced driver, you would have hit the brake.
I say it's about 80%, 40% Cruz, 40% Dan, 20% Skyler.
what?
Then you're just mixing up the numbers.
40% Cruz saying, "Look at the woods, Skyler. Look at that."
Bigfoot.
Hey, look at Bigfoot.
I turn to look, and then he lets the insect in. It gets all up on me, and then Dan saying "tree"
Okay,
made
how-
the accelerator.
I wanna
made it-
know
made us go
how-
faster.
See, if
How
you
you
were a better
let-
driver, Dan would totally be in the right because you'd have hit the brake.
No.
And
But you were just
he
like,
screwed
fuck
it.
it. I want to slam this
Not
tree.
even that. How do you let a little bug
bro,
make you crash into a tree?
it was all up in my face.
It
I
must have
couldn't
been
focus.
on your
I couldn't
eyeball.
focus.
You know how long you have to be looking away for you to not realize there's a tree
it was
in your
right.
way?
Okay.
Trees don't move.
When
They
it-
don't
big
just
was
jump
this
out
bug?
in front of you.
when
How big was this bug?
Yeah, like-
when it was a good sized bug. When the insect got in my face, well, we were a solid 50 feet from the tree.
So you were already bracing
We
for
were
the
already-
tree.
We were already
So
close.
you were
so-
on path with the tree before
so
the bug
you-
hit you.
Okay, so it wasn't necessarily the bug. It was Cruz saying, "Hey, look in the woods." You look towards the woods, and like your
And
your
then
hand
that's
kind
when
of
the
your hand
insect
kind of
gets in, yeah.
your hand kind of
That's when
slanted
I'm
towards.
resting.
Okay, so your hand kind of slanted towards where you were looking, so it turned a little bit that way, right?
No, I was just resting going straight.
Right, but when you rest
That's
in
what
one
you think.
direction, yeah, exactly. You
When
think
you
it's
turn-
going
when you
straight,
turn
but when you
your
turn your
head
head and
and
you're
you're
not
saying-
sitting there
It
looking.
might have, but then I got straight again anyway.
Oh, okay.
And
So it was then the bug. So it was the bug that was the full
Yes.
cause of the. Okay.
So Cruz.
So it wasn't the true.
So
No.
40% Cruz.
So
40%.
Cruz. So Cruz.
Still 100%.
So
Scott.
Cruz. You just admitted that.
I'm
You
glad
were
we're on
going
the same
straight.
page. I'm
Yeah.
glad
You
we're on
just
the same
admitted that you
page.
straightened back
You
up
were going
after.
straight.
Yeah, you just admitted that
just
you
admitted
straightened
it.
back up after Cruz said, "Hey, look in the woods. There's Bigfoot."
Yeah.
So you
It's a
saw
Sasquatch.
so you saw Bigfoot. You got to see Bigfoot, and you straighten back up, and then so Cruz is out of the situation at this point.
Man,
Yeah,
he
so
let the
Cruz-
insect. Hey, I think the insect guy. And he rolled the window down to show me something in the woods. The insect gets in.
You had already seen the thing in the woods.
40% Cruz.
Why does he
we're
roll
on the same page?
Why does he roll down the window when the windows are clear?
I don't know. That beats me. Ask Cruz.
Dude, I don't understand your logic.
40% Cruz for the
Okay.
insect getting in
I'll give-
and distracting me. 40%.
I will give.
I'll give
I
Cruz
will
5%.
give Cruz. Yeah, 5%. Just because he rolled down the window when the
Whoa,
windows are
wait a
already
second.
Hit the
clear.
accelerator, dude. As long as
'Cause
you don't do that, you
Yeah,
live.
Sky.
Daniel's. I did live. Daniel's tree.
You're lucky I'm giving Cruz the 5%. The only reason
Lucky.
I'm giving Sky the 5% or Cruz the 5% is just because the fact that he rolled down the window after the windows are already clear
let
and
me
you
get
can
this-
look
yeah,
through
Let
it.
me get this
that
straight.
Like
You give Cruz the 5%. Who gets the other 95%?
you.
Whoa, wait. a
You.
second. If you're giving Cruz 5%, Dan's got to take the other 75%.
Dan
I
was-
get
Dan-
20%.
Was Dan
warned
sitting
you.
in back?
Yes.
So he was doing nothing. He had zero control.
He yelled tree.
So what?
He
That's helping
yells
you.
tree.
He was trying to help you out.
helping
He was
you.
trying to help you
He
out.
yells
You-
tree.
said
All of a sudden
tree.
pay attention. There's a tree. I have to slam my foot on something, and it slams on the accelerator.
No,
not
you
the
don't
brake.
slam your foot on something. You slam your foot on the brake.
So instead of
it's
going-
not. It's not a coin flip. It's the brake.
Instead of going 25 miles per hour or 20 miles per hour into the tree, we're going 30 into the tree at this point.
Oh my.
That's on him.
That's
on
not
you.
him. That's on you.
40-40.
Learn to
20.
drive, kid.
40-40.
Where were you even at?
What if you were in a school zone?
You know.
It was over on Washington Street.
Is that what that road is?
Yeah, it was over by my wreck.
Really?
And the only reason I know that is because whenever I told your dad about it, you know, your dad was helping
Yeah.
me out and he was asking me where it happened. I was like, over on Washington. He's like, oh, that's where Skylar wrecked his vehicle too. He's like, that damn Washington Street.
It's that. No, it was. Mine was a dead end though. Mine was like a dead end kind of curve, like, you know.
Is it?
So Rouse on Rouse.
Yes.
Like if you're turning left at Snack Attack to go towards the college on Rouse.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that first
Yeah.
road that you come to. It's like a dead end and curves.
Yeah. It's over by
right
Washington.
by the barrel.
Yeah, it's right
factory.
by
It's
Washington.
over by
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
over by my
Washington,
wreck.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
know.
that's Washington.
Washington's that road that like MPC runs on.
Yeah.
That has like it goes across the train tracks.
It's right next to Jefferson, where there's
Yeah.
Millers and Pisco and all that.
Anyway,
You hit a
I
tree.
got 20% of the blame.
You're getting 95%.
95. Take it or
If
leave
you say it one more
I-
time, yeah, you're getting the whole.
I don't
whole
understand how
100.
Dan doesn't get any percentage.
Because
He
he's sitting in the
warned
back
you.
car. He tried helping you out by saying tree.
Yeah.
Me
he
personally,
doesn't help me out when
dude,
it
me
causes
no,
me to hit the
okay,
accelerator.
you're right, but that's on you. You said it yourself.
You.
You hit the accelerator,
You.
not Dan.
But
Yeah.
Dan caused it.
Dan
Nobody
didn't
touched
cause
the
it.
wheel.
He said
Nobody
tree.
touched the pedals except for you.
Dan tried to help you by saying tree. What you should have done is tried swerving your car and hitting your brakes at the same time.
That wouldn't have ended good.
Dude,
I would end
It
up
would have
flying.
ended better.
Yeah.
you probably would have hit like the side of your car into
I
like
probably would have
the tree.
flipped into the tree.
Maybe if you would have hit the
Turning and
brakes,
braking.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't have hit the tree at all.
Well, no,
Yeah, if
I'm
you
not.
hit the brakes instead of the gas.
I'm not meaning like fucking whip your car and like try doing a
Tokyo
UE.
drift.
Yeah, I'm meaning like
Just
try and
swerve
like
it away.
yeah, to where you don't hit like head on. You hit more of like at an angle.
There's no change in my mind. 40%
Old head.
Cruz,
So you're
40%
old-headed.
Dan,
There's no
20%
changing-
No
Skylar.
changing
There's no
your
changing your
changing your
mind.
mind.
So you're
I'll
old-headed.
admit I did my part, but it was less
So
than
you're
I
old
did
headed.
my
it was less than
part.
cruising.
There we go. He did his part, but it was all Dan
was
and
everybody
Cruz.
else.
Yep, everyone else but Sky. Sky was the
There's
driver.
no changing my mind.
You heard it there.
I was trying to be a good guy.
Old head.
Just drive him around.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Downstairs Hooligans. Shout out to our sponsor, PropsDesignStudios.com, for our logo. We actually made our first sale. And we're actually going to start selling them a little bit cheaper. Been hearing some prices. We're actually going to do 4 for $10. So
Yes.
4 for $10 for coasters, 2 for $6,
One for
and 1
3.
for $4.
Yep, there you go.
1 for 4.
Alrighty. Thanks to our sponsor again, propsdesignstudios.com. Shout out to her. If you need photo restorations, photo editing, photo products, anything, hit her up. propsdesignstudio.com. All right. We'll see you guys on Wednesday with our sports episode and next Saturday for our pop culture current event one. So thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure to subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Adios.
Peace.